Right then, hello and welcome back to ToCA World Touring Cars. It's the turn of the support cars once again. There is still an ongoing vote with the national championships. We have the German and the North American nationals both tied on one vote at the moment. So if you want to change or sway the outcome of that vote, then go to the previous episode and make a vote on what championship to do afterwards. So, yeah, awesome. Right, so this time it is the turn of the AC Ace. It is a really difficult car to handle. It has a lot of understeer and a lot of snap oversteer, which I absolutely loathe. The tracks we're going to be using is going to be a mixed bag affair. We're going to have 4 races of 3 laps as it was on ToCA 2 touring cars. So we're going to start with Vancouver in British Columbia. We've got California, which is, of course, Laguna Seca, or Bart Seca as I call it. Then we've got Milan, it's of course Monza with the old Retifilio chicane. And finally it's to New York in Watkins Glen for race number 4. And this is my lovely machine. I've already selected the colour for it and everything, so it looks rather snazzy. And we'll get on then with race number 1. This is more of a North American championship, I have noticed, with Canada and America, and 1 stopover in Italy. So yeah, this one shouldn't be too bad. I don't think I'll win the championship by any stretch because these cars are a bit of a pain. But we'll see anyway. We'll see how we get on. Can't check the grid either, so I can't see how well my teammate's done. But, oh well, let's get race 1 underway in Vancouver. What an ugly car these are. There we go then. And off we go. We will barrel into turn 1. I'll probably use the pit exit. I hate that when you tap the wall and your car just comes to a dead stop. Excuse me. Well, not doing great in 6th. Looks like my teammate is right at the back. Well, normal service has been resumed then with my incompetent team. Oh, and one of the cars just decides to spin completely the opposite direction from the corner. That's good, that moves us up into 5th. He's clouted the wall. Wasn't really a huge fan of this circuit to start with, but I've grown to like it over the years. Another car has gone straight into the wall. As have I. I'm up into 3rd. And he's going to clout the wall as well, excuse me. Yeah, you cheating git. Cool, so there's a massive gap now between myself in 4th place, so it looks like I could get a podium for this one. As you can see, these cars handle like a double-decker bus, not really well. So it looks like I'm just going to be hopeful that the AI come a cropper and crash into the wall, which they are doing very quite well, really. And already on to the final lap. Thank you. Right, 2nd place, that's not bad. Oh, there's my bumper. The leader's already buggered off. Yeah, look on the little mini-map there, the leader has already gone round the right-hander. Yep, he is absolutely stonked away with this one, it looks like. See here, the other cars on the other part of the circuit. And there we go. Not bad for race number 1. Second place, I'll take that. Which was, I didn't think we were going to do well in these cars because of, you know, the nature of them, but oh well. So this is the championship standings then after 1 race. Mitchell has 10 points, myself on 6, and Ogden has got 4 points at the moment. What about my teammate? Kojima in 7th in the end, so Hideo Kojima. Oh, we got a celebrity in our midst. So yeah, unfortunately, Kojima has no points at the moment, but it's only 1 race of 4 as we head on to the next, which is, of course, Bart Seca, or Laguna Seca. Any newcomers wondering why I call this track Bart Seca? Because the track map looks like Bart Simpson with a crew cut waving a bit of a gammy hand. But there you go. Okie dokie. So, let's get on then. Race 2. And it's cloudy. It looks like myself and my teammate are starting at the back. Oh no, my teammate is in, what's that? 7th place. Not the greatest of starts. My teammate as well is dropping back. He's going to use a pit exit line. Come on, Kojima. Right, he's gone. Oh, everyone is piling into each other. No, you don't. No. Oh, that's a problem with these cars. They do like to oversteer. I've taken a bumper off my teammate's car. Oh, one of them spun. Oh, a couple of cars have spun actually, going through the left-hander. So up into 4th. If we can get another podium, that would be fairly decent. We'll try and outbrake these two going through the corkscrew. In fact, we'll just push the blue car around. We haven't lost any spots, so we're still in 4th. I would like a podium. So if that was possible, please give it to me. Lap 1 complete, 2 to go. Here at Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca, or is it WeatherTech Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca? I can't remember, they add so many names on these tracks nowadays. I think it's WeatherTech Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca, or something like that. Right, I bet the leader has stonked off again. Oh my god, these bloody cars are terrible. Oh, there's my teammate, Kojima. Give me a whack up the rear. At least he's in the points. He's in the top 5, so that's cool. Oh my word. Well, that was one way to get around the corkscrew. What games did Hideo Kojima do? Was it the Silent Hill series? I can't remember. Oh my god, what am I doing? Nope, stop it, stop it. Right, final lap. Kojima still right on my chuff. With a lap time of 1:40.26. Oh, and the yellow car has dropped back now, so it looks like he's gone off. Oh, Kojima, you absolute pillock. That was a bit rude. Watch it though, he's my teammate, so he will probably spin going through the corkscrew, knowing him. Oh, you absolute git. I hate it when the AI really do love to push into your car, which slows you down like no end. Stop it. Oh, for God's sake, on the last bloody lap. Come on. Get a move on. Oh, well, we were lucky we didn't lose any other positions. Well, apart from the one Kojima cost us, but 5th place, that isn't too bad with a time of 5:06:04. Oh, well, that is a pain. No, I don't want to watch the replay because that was abysmal. So yeah, we get the 2 points. My teammate, though, gets 3rd place. Not bad, Mr. Kojima. Mitchell, sadly, though, gets another victory, and Hoare. Yes, Hoare was in 2nd place. Well, so we're still in 3rd at the moment. We're 12 points behind Mitchell. It looks a bit touch and go whether we can catch that up during the last 2 races, but we're heading, of course, back to Europe, to Monza, for race 3, with the original left-right Retifilio chicane. Back in the good old days. So here we go. Now this one is a little bit more wide open, so we should have a better chance here. And off we go. No, and still a really naff start. We can't really get a good start with these things. How many are going to go off on the Retifilio chicane? It looks like 2 so far. So 2 cars went off. I doubt Mitchell was one of them. Kojima, don't push me into the grass, because that slows me down, you absolute pillock. Get lost. So, unfortunately, didn't make up as many spots as I would have liked. That's absolutely fine. You got this doofus behind. I think that's Mitchell's teammate. Topping out in 5th gear. Oh, yeah, this has gone terribly wrong, and of course, the car decides to spin because I went over the gravel instead. Monza isn't the greatest track for these cars. I mean, it's wide open, yes, so they can stretch their legs, but I mean, look at that. I mean, that was under braking. The car just completely lost it. The brakes on these cars are incredibly sensitive, so if you tap them, it just locks all the wheels, it feels like. Who's that? Is that Mitchell? I don't know. But you can bugger off. Up into 7th, so we're not going to get into the points unless someone else crashes out of the Retifilio, which looks like isn't going to happen. No, they are miles ahead, so... Usually find the AI, when they get to a certain distance in front of you, they don't tend to make mistakes as often as they are when they're right in your line of sight, but... Oh well. Unless they come a cropper around the Lesmos. Which, no, they haven't. One more lap to go of this. We're not going to get any points. We're not going to win the championship because I reckon Mitchell is going to be winning again. Oh, he did come off. Okay, cool. Right, we are in the points. We have 1 point. I think that was Mitchell. One of them is Mitchell because they're driving red cars, so... And one good thing, my teammate is going to be in the points again, which is phenomenal. And I got the fastest lap of a 156.9. It didn't bloody feel that fast, I'll tell you that much. Oh, maybe that's Mitchell. There's a lot of red cars in this grid. Yeah, you can bugger off, you turd. There's another car just up ahead, so... Might even get 4th place. Who knows? But whatever happens, there's still one more race to go in this championship, so hopefully I can get a top 3 in the points. That'll be cool. I'll probably lose my top 3 now after the abysmal race here. Oh yeah, there's another position gain because he's gone wide. Thank you kindly. That's 4th. I just need someone to go off at the Parabolica and then I'll be fine for another top 3. But, no, that's not going to happen. So, 4th place, that's all we're going to be settling with. And there we go. Sorted. And a time of 6 minutes 21 point whatever that was. So, awesome. Right, let's exit the replay and see where everyone finished. Kojima then, my teammate, did finish in 3rd place, and of course Mitchell again in the dark red. Yeah, so there's 2 dark reds and 2 light reds. It was hard to tell which one was which. Gets another win, so he is nigh on uncatchable now. But we have moved up into 2nd in the points, but I think that is all we're going to be collecting. We're ahead of Hoare. Awesome. Kojima, my teammate, is in 4th, so he's in the top 5 in points. And Tanaka, which is in 5th place. Awesome, so we're going to head back to the United States, to New York State, and to Watkins Glen for the NASCAR layout of the circuit, not the GT extra with the boot. This one should be alright, hopefully. I do like Watkins Glen, so... Here we are for the final race of the championship, here at Watkins Glen, as he would say. And away we go, and another crap start. I just hope someone takes Mitch light on turn 1. Oh, it's weird seeing this track with none of that runoff on the outside of the first turn. Oh. The car is getting so bloody bouncy through those little dips. My teammate's not doing well. Currently down in 7th place by the looks of it, or 6th. No, he's in 7th. Oh, come on, don't. Don't start sliding now, you son of a bitch. You can get off my boot lid, no, you tailgating dweeb. Thank you very much for that. See, you whacked me up the rear. Look at what you've done to my car, and then you spin off because of your incompetent, moronic driving. So it looks like on this one we are going to be out of the points, because we're only in 9th. Let's do some very heavy corner cutting. Nope, corner cutting doesn't work, apparently, because it just spins your car. Well, that's a bit of a pain. So, it looks like a 9th place is on the cards for me on this one. And that means I will lose my 2nd place in the championship. But again, these championships don't matter. They don't unlock anything. I'm just doing this for a bit of fun to add a little gap in between the proper career, like I do on ToCA 2 touring cars with the support championships in between the BTCC rounds. So adds a little bit of an extra element to the series. It's weird, I always find that the tracks that I really do enjoy, like Watkins Glen, I always do really crap at. I think that's purely down to overconfidence. Oh, look at that, the car is just going to turn on its own because of the bumps. 3 seconds up on our previous fastest lap time. As we were last lap, but I decided to try and cut a corner. To my greatest failure. Oh, the car didn't want to turn properly then. See, even after all that, we're still not that far back from 8th place. So, hadn't we not messed up the bus stop chicane, then we probably would have been alright for a top 6, possibly. Oh, saying that and I go off again. Well, that was a bit of a dud race for me. And there we go. So now I don't want to view the replay, thank you very much. And once again, it is a dominant red top 4. So we have Mitchell, Hoare, Hind, and Merrick. Oh, the colour of their cars changed. If you notice that, they're slightly light red and then darker red. But before, they were really light and really dark. How weird. So, yeah, my teammate got 1 point at least. And I finish behind the whore, sadly. Mitchell gets the maximum 40 points. Whore, myself, and Kojima, my teammate. So we were in the 3rd and 4th places. Not too bad. And there we go. That is the support card championship for the AC Ace complete. Nice one. So again, I will remind you that there is still an ongoing vote. Nah, I don't want to save any of the bloody data. Stop that. I'll quickly show you. Load the game, please. So yeah, there is still an ongoing vote with the national championships, because I'm going to be completing the nationals first before going into the international championships, just so I can get it all sorted. So yeah, we have the German national championship and the North American national championship, which I can show you. So yeah, the North American national in the BMW Zephyr Motorsport, or the German national championship in the BMW Zephyr Sport. So not Zephyr Motorsport, just Zephyr Sport. So yeah, whichever one of these you want me to do for the national championships, put in your vote, and I will add it to the ones that have already been received for the previous episode, which was only 1 each. So that's why it's tied at the moment. And yeah, whichever gets the most votes, I will do next time. But for now, I will leave it here. So thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will see you next time for one of these championships. So take care, stay safe, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.